I have always been a lifelong reader, but a lot of the people that are important to me in my life never were interested in it, never really picked up a book for enjoyment until I met my boyfriend a couple of years ago, and the only book that he's ever read and ever truly loved is To Kill a Mockingbird. And I've found in my experience as a children's bookseller in Albuquerque, New Mexico, that even the most reluctant readers who don't want to pick up a book and finish it through to the end are willing to take this book and finish it in a matter of hours and talk about it and open conversations about it. And it's the most phenomenal outreach of a book, and I think it still holds true, and it's been doing that for years and years. And it's just a really great thing to be able to put this book into the hands of a kid that you know doesn't care about reading at all and turn them into these lifelong education reading fanatics. And I don't think any other book has done that to the degree that To Kill a Mockingbird has. And obviously Harper Lee is a legend unto herself because of that.
Hi, my name is Carly. I first read To Kill a Mockingbird when I was 12, and the reason I read it was that my mother gave it to me and said that she thought that I was ready to read it. She was a children's librarian, and so I've spent my entire childhood reading, and she picked this book out off of my grandfather's shelf. I still have the copy. It's completely fallen apart. There's no cover on it. There's no spine on it. I wrote on it the spine, the title, so that I would know which one it was. And it's the only book that I have read multiple times. And I think what's so special to me about it is that it was, my mother gave it to me. It was my grandfather's copy, but it was about her recognizing that I was ready to know about it and to have it be a part of my life. And I think that's why I love this book so much.
Hi, Ms. Lee. My name is Carol Gonsalves. I'm a general manager. I run a Borders in Milford, Connecticut. I just wanted to thank you for your book. Your book was one of the first books I read when I was 10 years old, and it made me love reading. And Scout is one of the most beloved characters of all time. And I just wanted to thank you so much for writing such a wonderful book. And I wanted to thank you so much for getting me into the love of reading that I have. So thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Kathy, and I just wanted to say that our book club had read To Kill a Mockingbird, and we had a wonderful discussion. The characters are just so interesting. You really care about them. The book is timeless, and it was one of the best discussions that we've had in our 8-year-long book club. So I want to thank you for that.
My name is Edward Gonzalez. I've been a bookseller for most of my life. Your book has impacted my life to the extent where I've read it over and over again. I've shared it with my children. I can't wait to share it with my grandchildren. The beauty and the truth of your book is fantastic. And thank you.
Hi, my name is Helen Binns, and I'm a bookseller, and I very much enjoyed To Kill a Mockingbird when I was growing up. It was one of the first American books I read, and I particularly remember Scout being very funny, and it was just a fantastic read.
Hi, my name is Kim Widener, and I own Novelties in Red Bank, New Jersey. I first read To Kill a Mockingbird when I was in 7th grade, and it remains my favorite book of all time because there's been no book that's impacted me the way To Kill a Mockingbird has. It was the first time I really felt injustice in the world and the importance of standing up for what you know is right.
Hi, I'm Peter Glassman. I'm the owner of Books of Wonder, children's bookstore here in New York City. I'm actually the same age as To Kill a Mockingbird, about 6 months older. Was born in January of 1960, and I consider that an honor to share a birthday with the book. It has been a seminal book in my life. It changed and shaped my view of the world, and one of my great joys is giving this book to young people and having them come back and tell me how much it's moved them. There are very few books I feel every young person should read, but certainly To Kill a Mockingbird is a must, right up there with Huckleberry Finn.
I'm a bookseller in Mobile, and I met Ms. Lee many years ago, so I have a special affection for both her and the book. Recently, a lady from my church, my parents' church, needed to sell her copy of To Kill a Mockingbird, and she knew Ms. Lee as well. So I agreed to handle the sale. I usually don't do this kind of thing. Put a long story short, a buyer in California wanted to buy the book. I arranged the sale, and they bought it for a good sum of money, a signed copy. But I let them get in touch with each other, the buyer and the seller, and it turned out that it was a charming story. The buyer's mother and father's first date was to the movie To Kill a Mockingbird, and she resembled Scout so much that he nicknamed her Scout and kept calling her that for their 50 years of marriage. The daughter did not know this until recently, and so when her father and she decided to get a birthday present for her mother, they bought this book. The seller was a very sweet little old lady. They wrote letters back and forth thanking each other, and eventually the buyers told the seller that she was part of the whole story, that because she knew Ms. Lee and they had communicated, the book was special, the circumstances were special, but they all came together. So it's such a people book to begin with. I was glad to facilitate this one little transaction and put somebody together who loved the book that much.
Hi, my name is Susan, and when I first read To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee, it had a really profound impact in my life on the way I viewed literature. And as my children got older and they read it and came back and told me how they felt about it, it was just like a wonderful experience to be able to pass that on to them. And I want to thank Harper Lee.